Welcome to Oryx Learning. Today's lesson is Unit 3, Equations in Two Variables, Lesson 4, Slope-intercept form of an equation. The equation y equals 5,000x minus 15,000 can be used to approximate the profit of a certain small business, where x represents months and y represents the profit. How much will the small business profit in 9 months? If you'd like to hear the answer to this question and see how we solve it, stay tuned to the end. A non-proportional linear relationship can be written in slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b. In y equals mx plus b, m represents the slope, and b represents the y-intercept. When an equation in slope-intercept form applies to a real-world situation, the slope represents the rate of change, and the y-intercept represents the initial value. If a cell phone company charges $10 for a phone plan, with an additional 5 cents per call, then the $10 is the initial value, which would represent the y-intercept, and the 5 cents per call would be the rate of change, or the slope. Find the slope of the line that passes through the points -3, 5, and 7, -2. Before we find the slope, I'm going to label our points x1, y1 for the first x and y value, and x2, y2 for the second x and y value. Now I can use the formula m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. The slope, m, is the change in the y's divided by the change in the x's. Substituting in the values for x1, y1 and x2, y2, I will get -2 minus 5 divided by 7 minus a -3. Well, -2 minus 5 is -7. 7 minus a -3 is the same as 7 plus 3, which is 10. So our slope is -7 over 10. What is the slope and y-intercept of the equation y equals 4x plus 2? Remember, in slope-intercept form, the m value, or the coefficient of x, is the slope, and the b value is the y-intercept. So in this case, the slope would be 4, and the y-intercept would be 2. Write the slope-intercept equation of the line that has a y-intercept of -7 and a slope of 2/3. So again, if we use our slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b, the slope is the m value, and the y-intercept is the b value. So in this case, we would get y equals 2/3 x minus 7, just by substituting the values in. To rent a bike, you have to pay a $5 rental fee and $1.50 per hour. The total rental cost is determined by the equation y equals 1.5x plus 5. Interpret the slope and the y-intercept. The slope in this case would represent the hourly charge, right? The $1.50 per hour is our hourly charge, which is our slope. So the slope represents the hourly charge of the $1.50. The y-intercept in this case represents the rental fee, so one-time rental fee, and the rental fee is $5. In an ice cream shop, you can create your own sundae. The total cost of the sundae includes the price for the cup and the cost of each gram of ice cream and toppings. The total cost y in dollars is calculated using the equation y equals 0.05x plus 0.75, where x is the number of grams of ice cream and toppings ordered. So in this particular scenario, the slope of the equation would be 0.05, and it would represent the cost per gram. The y-intercept of the equation is our b value, the 0.75, and it represents the cost of the cup. So back to our money. The equation y equals 5,000x minus 15,000 can be used to approximate the profit of a certain small business, where x represents months and y represents the profit. How much will a small business profit in 9 months? So if we look at our equation, y equals 5,000x minus 15,000, and x represents the number of months, if I want to find the profit after 9 months, I can substitute in a 9 for x. This gives me y equals 5,000 times 9 minus 15,000. 5,000 times 9 is 45,000, so y equals 45,000 minus 15,000, or 30,000. So after 9 months and $15,000 of expenses, that's our y-intercept, the small business will profit $30,000. So in review, non-proportional linear relationships can be written in slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b. The m represents our slope, and the b represents the y-intercept. That is our lesson for today. Thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoyed it.